Imagine waking up tomorrow and the government gives you $100 billion. This isn't a loan, it's not a donation, and it's definitely not free money. There's a catch. Every single year, the government audits you, and if they decide society would have been better off without you, they'd take everything back. Your money, your assets, your entire legacy. So here's the real question. Could you outperform the government with $100 billion? And if you could, how would you actually do it? This isn't just a fantasy question. This is a real economic thought experiment. The government hands you $100 billion to improve your own country, not the world, not some charity abroad, just your nation. You're allowed to pay yourself a reasonable salary, start businesses, invest, and even change systems, but you are not allowed to fail. Because if your results are worse than what the government could have achieved with that same money, everything gets seized. So today, let's design a realistic audit-proof high-impact plan that would actually work in the real world. Let's get one thing straight. Most people would fail this challenge. They'd probably donate randomly, invest emotionally, or fund good ideas that have no measurable results. And that's exactly how you fail an audit. Because governments don't audit your intentions, they audit your outcomes. So, the first rule is simple. We don't fund hope, we fund systems. Our first pillar is the foundation of any stable society: housing. Let's start with the most obvious problem. High housing costs destroy family stability, worker productivity, and mental health. We're allocating $25 billion to this. The solution isn't just to build houses, but to build high-density, mixed-income housing on government-owned land. These properties will be privately operated, but with strict rent caps to keep them affordable. Why does this pass an audit? Because the results are crystal clear. Rent prices across the board will drop. Homelessness will decrease. With stable housing, people become more productive at their jobs. And as a bonus, healthcare and crime costs go down. Housing isn't charity, it's essential economic infrastructure. A stable home is the launchpad for a productive life, and auditors love that kind of tangible return on investment. Next up, Pillar 2. Transportation. Time is money, and right now, people waste years of their lives stuck in traffic. It's an insane drain on our economy and our well-being. We're allocating $20 billion to fix this. The solution is to create a network of low-cost electric public transport. We'll use AI to optimize routes in real time, making it faster and more efficient than driving. These systems will be publicly owned but privately operated to ensure they run smoothly. The measurable results are undeniable. Traffic congestion will be reduced, which means less time wasted for everyone. Lower emissions mean a healthier environment, and higher workforce efficiency means a stronger economy. Every auditor loves seeing time saved per citizen because that time is converted directly into economic activity and a better quality of life. Pillar 3 is preventative healthcare. It's always cheaper than a cure. Governments spend billions treating problems that could have been easily prevented. It's a reactive, inefficient system. So, we're allocating $15 billion to flip the script. The solution is to offer free annual health screenings for everyone, launch widespread nutrition programs to improve public health, and provide early intervention for mental health issues before they become crises. Why do auditors approve of this? It's simple cost control. You see lower emergency care costs, which are a massive drain on the system. You get higher workforce participation because people are healthier, and you have fewer long-term disabilities, which reduces the burden on social safety nets. This isn't about being generous, it's about being smart with money. It's the most financially sound approach to public health. Now for Pillar 4, skills and education. But we're not talking about traditional school. The problem today is that a college degree doesn't always equal employability. We have a massive skills gap, so we're allocating another $15 billion here. Our solution is to heavily invest in trade schools, tech boot camps, and paid apprenticeships where people learn on the job with real businesses. We pay people to learn skills that are actually in demand. The measured outcomes are direct and powerful. You'll see employment rates soar. Average wages will grow as people gain valuable skills, and reliance on welfare will decrease because more people are self. Any education system that doesn't create jobs is a system that fails an audit. We're building a pipeline from learning to earning. Pillar 5 is the small business engine, the real economy. Big corporations are important, but they don't build resilient, thriving local communities. Small businesses do. They create jobs, foster innovation, and build local wealth. We're putting $15 billion into this. The solution is to offer zero-interest loans to aspiring entrepreneurs, create business incubators that provide mentorship and resources, and offer support for automation and AI to help small businesses compete. Why does this work? Because its impact multiplies. Every successful small business creates jobs, expands the tax base for the government, and drives local innovation. It's not a handout. It's an investment that pays for itself over and over again. An audit will see a thriving ecosystem of economic growth, not just one or two big wins. Our final investment, Pillar 6, is strategic research. We're allocating $8 billion here. Now, Pew Research is incredibly risky, and auditors absolutely hate uncertainty. So, we're not funding moonshots. We will focus only on research with a clear path to real-world application. That means energy efficiency to lower costs for everyone, medical cost reduction to make healthcare sustainable, and manufacturing automation to bring jobs back and boost productivity. The rule is simple. If the research doesn't show visible, practical results within 10 years, the funding stops. We're betting on sure things, and yes, I'm paying myself a salary. Let's be realistic. Managing a $100 billion portfolio is a demanding high-stakes job. I'd set my salary at $10 to $15 million per year. Why? Because it's competitive with what private sector CEOs managing similar assets would make. It's justifiable for the scale of the responsibility. It's transparent, and it's auditable. Trying to do this for free or for a tiny salary isn't noble. It's naive. Greed kills credibility, but so does pretending you don't need to be compensated for world-changing work. So why does this entire plan survive every single audit? Because every dollar has a metric. Every project has a clear return on investment, and every potential failure is identified and corrected early, not after billions have been wasted. The government doesn't care if you're loved or if your intentions are good. They care if society is measurably better off. And here's the uncomfortable reality. Governments often fail not because they lack money, but because they lack focus, incentives, and speed. They're tangled in bureaucracy and politics. This thought experiment proves one thing: money doesn't fix societies. Systems do. So if you had $100 billion, what would you do? Would you try to look good? Or would you build something that actually lasts? Because real impact isn't loud, it's measurable. And in the end, the audit never lies. If you enjoyed this kind of deep, realistic thinking about money and society, subscribe for more. Because here, we don't just chase hype, we analyze how things really work. Thanks for watching.